facility next. So if Hogil can, he should try to delay the science facility as much as possible and start pushing. I would even start pushing now and get something going. It looks like a queen's nest going down at one of his expansions. So he is thinking about hive tech. I'm guessing he's thinking a hive tech for defilers or something of the like, but that's not guaranteed yet because it's still a bit early to predict something like that. Based off the economy, though, defilers could be expected. So we'll see if he continues building more hatcheries to pump out lings, or if he sticks with the same hatcheries or adds expansions. It's a little early to tell you. So Firebathero just about ready to push out. Once he gets a science vessel, he's going to be able to start pushing out of his base and taking out those lurkers. And looks like 2 tanks out ready with siege mode, so he is definitely ready to start pushing out. And he's going to probably scan and start getting some hits off. He doesn't want to go too far, though, otherwise he risks getting hit by the lurkers. And now he's going to take out those lurkers. Takes 1 out, and that's a decent free shot for 50 energy points of a comsat. A 5th barracks, 6 barracks going down, so he's definitely continuing with the medic marine harassment. Not harassment, build, sorry. Muta's now harassing the medic marine building stations, the barracks, and not doing that great of a job, taking out a few, but losing a couple mutas, or 1 or 2 mutas in the process. Hive tech now forming for Hogil, and Hogil carelessly running his mutalist right into a group of medics and marines, and they were already stimmed, so ready to take out plenty of mutas, and he lost 2 in that little skirmish. And now Firebathero is pushing out. I don't think he's got a science facility quite yet. Scourge is already ready to take out any science facility that may come out into play. A lot of lurkers out there. So he's going to actually be able to probably do, and there is a science vessel. He's going to be able to hold back that line pretty well with that amount of lurkers, especially if he gets Dark Swarm out anytime soon. And after seeing the Dark Swarm and the Lings, I can be pretty assured that he is going to go to Filers. And there's another hatchery going down, and what's that back there? A Sunken and Defiler now. There we go. And 1 Scourge landing and a Muta hit, and so that science vessel pretty low hit points already. He may want to repair that because it's very likely that that'll get taken out by a couple Muta shots. And now with 4 Scourges, or 2 on the field, I guess, and 2 patrolling, he's probably going to be able to take that out fairly quickly. And there is an SCV repairing it. I think that's a good idea, although he is moving it around a little bit much for that SCV to really keep up with it. And that SCV is going to take a little while just to repair that 1 science vessel up to snuff, to deal with another Scourge hit, because that's what he's really got to worry about, is Scourge hits. So Defiler Mound is now done, and I can be very sure that he's starting to research Consume so he can start making some Dark Swarm. And right now all he's really doing is doing a delay tactic. Ooh, Firebathero running his men right into those lurkers. The lurkers, unfortunately, on burrowing, they had a good chance to take out a lot of marines, and while he would have lost a lot of lurkers, I think he would have taken out even more marines. So choosing to push those lurkers back and just continue with the delay instead. And now 2 science vessels out, and so more Scourge have to be coming out for Hogil if he wants to do a good job of holding this off. And there's 1, and carelessly not paying attention to where the science vessel was relative to his Scourges, he's not able to take that out, but he had the chance. Now a very large force coming in. Ooh, and he does take 1 out. And actually, I think he took 1 out that had full hit points too, so now a very weak one on top of that. If he can get that other 1 out, he'll be all set. So he's just waiting on Consume so he can get Dark Swarm, but Firebathero is knocking on his front door, and Firebathero in a commanding position right here to take this match. I think that he's going to take this match at this point. It's going to be very tough for Hogil to hold this at this point with I'm sure, a radiated Defiler, because I just saw a radiate go off, but I didn't see on what. So Hogil in a lot of trouble, and there you see his mouth open, and yeah, he's going to throw down 2 Dark Swarms before that Defiler goes down, and he really needs to get a Scourge out onto that science vessel if he's really going to be able to take it. Of course, he's got another 2 expansions out down south that he can rely on, but if his main tech and production is taken out, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. And for some reason, burrowing a Lurko right out in the front, a little silly to do something like that. And there's Hogil's girlfriend really, praying for him right there. I don't think he's going to make it, though. Sorry. And Consume going down again, and some more Dark Swarm, so that may actually push back that tank push after all, if he can get the Lurkers in there soon enough. Burrowed Lurkers did not take damage from tanks. At least when under Dark Swarm they don't anyway. So as you can see, that one takes damage from Marines easily. So if he can continue irradiating the Defilers, there's not much Hogil's going to be able to do to push this back. And considering he's already knocking on his main's door, at this point he's in a lot of trouble. And here we have basically Hogil's probably last attempt at pushing this back, which is going to succeed in pushing the tanks back momentarily anyway. We'll see what happens once that Dark Swarm wears off, though. In the meantime, it looks like Firebathero is going to go expansion hunting a bit, and these expansions are not prepared for that. It's going to be pretty difficult for him to defend all that. And Firebathero getting another expansion of his own, and some links coming in there, and actually taking out a tank, so a little careless on Firebathero's part, but pretty good for Hogil, really. A little bit lucky, I'd say. And there's a Nidus Canal in there, but I don't know if Hogil has the units to defend with that. And it's also in a little bit of a weird place, so by the time all his units can get in there, they may have trouble getting out from behind those minerals. More barracks going down. He's at a total of 8 barracks now after that one. And Firebathero is just going to push it on the main. Dark Swarm going down again, so he's going to have to push back with those Marines and Medics. And he's definitely going to need some tanks. I don't know what he's thinking. He's got to go in there with some siege tech for sure if he wants to take out those lurkers efficiently. And Hogil actually doing a pretty good job of holding us off at the moment. A little better than I thought he would. But Firebathero just pumping men. Tons of Marines, tons of medics, marching around, looking for expansions and Zerg to exterminate. And now he's going to take out that Queen's Nest and that expansion, mostly... well, assuming he gets that Nidus Canal down, he's all set, and units flooding in through there, and it looks like Scourgeon taking out both sides vessels, but it may be too late at this point. Actually, no, Hogil going to be able to take out this little attack, I think. No, he's not. He's actually gonna take everything out but 2 Marines and a medic, which is just enough to cause a lot of headache to that expansion. And so those Marines and medics are now more to join the fun again. So that expansion is going to go down, and Hogil now in a ton of trouble, losing both those expansions, down at his main, locked in at his front door, not being able to get out very far, even with Dark Swarm at this point. It looks like Firebathero is just running straight through Dark Swarm at this point, which is kind of funny, and there's lurkers in there, but I guess he's not too concerned at this point, because really he's got this game, it's for him to lose at this point for sure. I mean, he's very far ahead, especially with that new expansion he's got going down. And now Hydralisk's out there, and he's not burrowed up. There he goes, burrowing into a lurker, so he's sticking with the lurker Defiler build, which is definitely a good idea. And finally, some more tanks out. I'm expecting those tanks to get to that scene of the battle very, very shortly, because they're starting to get a lot of lurkers there, and you don't take lurkers on with just mass Marines unless you have a death wish. Nice plague going down, but now Eraser, because there are no Scourges. He's just going to Eraser the entire force over there, taking out everything, Lings and Hydras, and doing a great job of just stopping any more units from coming on. And more Eraser going down, and he's going to start going at the drones here, which is going to only just delay him a little bit, because he's going to run those drones away, so he'll be okay there. But still, actually, he may get a few drones. I don't know if he's really paying attention, though. Yeah, no, he's paying attention. And Hogil, GG's. So, realizing that there's not much he can do with a small 2-base against the 3-base Terran that's containing him, he GG's. So, nice match. Come on, Firebathero, where's your dance? Let's see it. Let's see it. He's thinking about it. And Hogil breathing a sigh of relief for not having to see that dance come out of Firebathero. So, anyway, congrats to Firebathero, and see you guys in the next commentary.